Alright, we are recording, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to describe this one, folks. I have added something to the game called emotion faceplates. Now, let's see if I can show you what I mean by this. There's a bunch of test NPCs that I've spread out here. This is still that same level that I was using to test event flags, where Twilight and Spike and, let's see, this is Thunder Artist, are experimenting with rain magic. Okay, dialogue and scripting. Let's see, here is the Make It Rain dialogue, and I have added a new button here called Select Emotion. Let's see, select emotion, let's go with happy. Spike, let's go over the checklist one more time. Let's see, where's a good one? Alright, this is a good place to try this. Add an emotion. Annoyed. This emotion will cause all the dialogue that's after this to use an annoyed faceplate instead. Let's see. And then switch back to happy here. I'll click OK. Actually, let me just show you what this would look like. Preview the dialogue. This is Twilight looking happy. And that's Twilight looking pretty angry there because I don't really have an annoyed image for her. Now she's back to happy. That's because we got to this emotion. So why don't we add a proper annoyed emotion for Twilight here. This image of Twilight, she's adorkable, staring straight at the camera, smiling, mouth open. It's adorable, but I got to thinking to myself that having this faceplate be the same faceplate that says, "Yay, we saved the weather factory," and also the same faceplate that says, "I'm so sorry you lost your home in a flood," it's just not going to make a lot of sense. It would be nice if these faceplates in the dialogue could change their emotional expression to go along with the emotions that are happening in the actual dialogue. So I've added another button down here, Emotion Faceplates. And there's an asterisk by each of the ones that I've actually set up. Here's her laughing, here's her proud of herself, here's her with some kind of pleasant surprise. And there's actually a hierarchy to these emotions. If I were to, let's say that there weren't a proud image here and I had emotion proud as a format command in the dialogue. And let's say that there wasn't an actual proud faceplate here. What the game would do under the covers is say, okay, what is the parent emotion of proud? Happy. It would try to get the emotion faceplate for happy and use that in lieu of proud. The way I figure it, there's so many different emotional expressions, and not every character is going to use all of those emotions. So that's why I created this hierarchy system. If it can't find the proud emotion, it'll go to happy. If it can't find happy, it'll go to default. If it can't find default, it'll go to this. And I'm keeping this one around and making it separate from this default one for backwards compatibility with earlier levels. There's uh-oh here. Let's see if I have an annoyed faceplate image for Twilight here. Doesn't look like I do. Let's see. There's her explaining, laughing, sad, snickering, suspicious. You know what? I'm just going to use suspicious in place of annoyed. It'll work. So apology, dismay, tired. Later on I'm going to show you how to put together a hierarchy like this. But for now, let's just stick with what we've got. Actually, I should change Spike so that he has some faceplates too. So I've selected Spike, click the Edit Custom NPC, go to Name and Faceplate, Emotion Faceplates, and I believe I only made 2, or I should say 3 emotions here. It's going to make the default one happy, even though I'm not using the smug emotion at this point. I'll just add it in, and then I'll take annoyed here, and put this one here, click OK, click OK, then we go back to Twilight's dialog here. Dialog and scripting, the Make It Rain dialog chain. There she is, happy. Let's go over the checklist. Hail-proof hard hats, check. Lightning-proof galoshes, double check. Watertight wind protecting, check. Watertight tail protecting rain suit for you, check, but it's kind of pinchy at the tip. We'll have Rarity fix that some other time. Back to the list. That's how these emotions work, and you may notice that, let's just say I took out this emotion happy format command here and hit preview dialog. They continue to look happy until Spike is like that, and then they continue to have this annoyed expression on their faces because I took the happy command out. The idea is that when you set an emotion, that's the emotion that is going to continue to rule the tone for the rest of the dialogue until you change that emotion. Actually, while I'm at it, let's try saying select emotion none. Now that \em thing, that is the emotion format command. It's kind of like boldface or changing the size. And actually, no emotion tells it to do default instead. Maybe I should change that. But it's not a huge deal. At least not for now. Anyways, I've shown you how to set emotion faceplates, at least for custom NPCs. For speaker NPCs, I think this one is a speaker NPC. Nope, that's a custom NPC. Maybe this one's a speaker NPC? Yep. I added emotion faceplates here. I called it test twi. Happy, default, surprised, proud, afraid, angry, sad, dismay, which is supposed to be surprised and sad, apology, tired. This is going to go through a bunch of different emotions here. You can tell what I was doing with testing. Afraid, she's afraid, angry, tired. I didn't actually create a tired faceplate for that white line face. So if you remember the hierarchy, sad is below tired. Sad is tired's parent. So if it didn't find a tired faceplate, it would go to sad instead. And with this one, I didn't create a laughing faceplate for this line face, so it defaulted to happy. Dismay, dismay, surprised and happy. This one didn't have surprise, so it defaulted to happy. You get the idea. You can also add emotion faceplates for playable characters. I'll go to Rainbow Dash here. How much time do I have? A few minutes. Let's see. I definitely want to change this up. Browse image. Let's see. Dashy default. I don't think I made a happy one for her. These are basically just recolorings of Twilight's. Yeah, these are recolorings of Twilight's. I decided to cut corners and draw the hat and her raincoat instead of drawing her mane. And if you don't want an image to actually be here, you just click Remove Image and it removes the asterisk. See, laugh. Does she have a laugh here? Nope. She's got proud though. So I'm going to set proud. Afraid. Got to change that one. I think I'll set that to worried. Uh-oh. It's her gasping. Angry. There's angry there. Annoyed. Let's see, do I have sad for her? I don't think I do. No. Cancel that. So I'll just remove that image. I think that I have worried in here at some point. Roll eyes. You know something? I should probably add rolling your eyes as a separate face emotion. Explain embarrassed. You know, I'm going to add embarrassed and rolling your eyes as two different emotions. So I'm going to remove that image, click OK here, and go to globals. This emotions button here below the event flags, this is where you're allowed to set up the emotions hierarchy. I mean, let's say that I wanted surprise to cease to be under happy. I could click move emotion, set default to be the new emotion parent for surprise, and then there it is. I click on default because I want rolling your eyes to be under the default emotion. Click add emotion, roll eyes. Let's see, what was the other one that I wanted to add? Embarrassed. Why don't I put that under afraid here? Embarrassed. That'll work. Yeah, you have to scroll to the bottom to actually get to these. That's, I guess, a minor annoyance. I might fix that later. So let's go back to Rainbow Dash here. How am I doing on time? Got to put the hammer down. So go to Emotion Faceplates, go to Embarrassed. There's that. Go down to Surprise. No, I don't need surprise. I need rolling the eyes. There she is, rolling her eyes. Click OK. And I think I need to split this video out into two parts to actually make use of that.